Greetings, light workers. This is Oya Transformation, and this is your daily Oracle reading for Sunday, September the 12th, 2021. The acorns have begun to drop, denting up your cars and letting you know loud and clear the summer's over. We're about to go into fall, a rest period. So cards have been shuffled and divined, and this is the message for this day. The first card, which is the guidepost, is from the Hoodoo deck, and it is the Father of Knives. This is a gentleman, and he's dressed to the nines. Let me read you what it says. The Father of Knives is standing outside a circle of cornmeal with a knife stuck in the center. There are broken timepieces in the circle, with the big hands pointing to the numerical value of a person's name. Their time annoying him is now up. Well, the Father of Knives is a dominant male figure at his best or her best, depending upon what parts of your energy are playing out the loudest right now. There's positivity, there's assertiveness, there's intellectual ability, there's ethics, there's analytical ability, there's maturity, and an overall good leader. As this Father of Knives, or when this Father of Knives, or whenever this Father of Knives chooses consciously or unconsciously to drop in consciousness, what you have is someone who can be cruel, opinionated, vicious, abusive, slow to act, tyrannical, and stubborn. So if you don't know this guy, then you know these attributes. And if you're not working in your highest, in terms of your male dominant energies, it's time to let these attributes go. They're in the circle. Cut them loose. Time to let them go. Move toward your assertiveness. Try to be more positive. Break things down. Be ethical, mature, and prepared to lead. And a leader is one who acts in specific ways, not necessarily one who has a following, because there are many who have followings who don't necessarily act in ways that one would want to duplicate on a regular basis. Why? And people hate to hear me say this because we're on the human plane. And this piece of meat, this part of us that is going to and does disintegrate, brings to us daily challenges as to how to stay in the ethers, how to stay with that part of us that is one, that part of us that is love always and love only, and not ridden with fear. That's what his job is. That's the challenge of the human. That's the challenge of the carnal. That's the warring part of us that is always in attack of what is good. It's time, if you slip, to get back in your spot and let those things that are less favorable go, that remain or show up from time to time in your character. And if you're on point, remember your rituals, remember your practices, because being on point is not a destination. Being on point and out of error thinking and error behavior is a gift when you regularly do your work. Because that fear is still there. It's still ready to creep in and have you behave in less than honorable ways so that the love does not shine as bright. So what supports us staying in our high consciousness or forgiving ourselves when we drop is from the Power of Thought deck by Louise Hay, and it says, I accept my uniqueness. Now, you know, when you say, I accept my uniqueness, the majority of us would say yes, because nobody sings like me, or yes, nobody can burn in the kitchen like me. But we don't say yes, nobody is as evil in the morning as I am. Nobody lies at the drop of the hat and says that because it was easier. It sounds like what we say is, I am a people pleaser, and I would rather see people happy than tell them something that they might not want to hear. Now, we ain't saying that. There's my hummingbird. We'll own up to being people pleasers, but that comes with a certain set of behaviors that aren't always the most honorable. So once again, our lead post for today is the Father of Knives. He said, cut it out. Aim for a higher place. It says, there is no competition. So you don't have to look good. No comparison, because all you got to do is be better today than you were yesterday. For we are all different and meant to be that way. I am special and wonderful, and I love myself. That would have to be with all the stuff that's not quite ready for prime time. Or is ready, but if you're not paying attention, will drop. You'll fall asleep and think you've made the destination and fall into an old spot, an old hole. So, the final card in this reading is from the Ascended Masters deck. And it says, and we've had this card not that long ago, it is Eternal Love. It's yellow. So you know, as I let love in, it stays in my soul forever. You don't know how it's coming, where it's coming, how it's going to come, if it's going to stay. But what you know, as an attribute in your world, in your affairs, in your soul, there is love. And if you look, and this is supporting that uniqueness and being able to accept that uniqueness. If you look in the mirror and you see anything less than the highest representation of God by name, fill in the blank, then look again. Make better choices. Hold your head up and recognize you still got breath. You can still straighten it out. So, Father of Knives says, cut it out. If it ain't right, raise it higher if it's already high. Happy Sunday. Namaste. I hope you got something that may help you shift just a little bit to the right. I love you.